I'm at a friend's house. I get a phone call from Brad. You know, he's like, Courtney, are you sitting down? I'm like, yes, why? Because Jeffrey Epstein was just arrested. We got him. They definitely got him. I don't believe it. You know, I don't believe it.
I'll never forget July 2019. I get a call and it's from one of my best friends, and she's like, he's been arrested. And I'm like, what? So I'm in the middle of a street screaming. It was like one of the best days of my life.
I had been at work at church by myself, and I got a text message saying that he was arrested, and I literally just started crying, and I was like, they're listening to us.
To see him finally in that seat kind of brought me back to like that 14-year-old girl. It's emotionally, mentally stressful because it brings you back to that point in time when, you know, everything wasn't so happy.
He was asked how he wanted to plead. He said, not guilty, Your Honor. The bail hearing happened shortly afterwards. Epstein's lawyers argued that he'd been disciplined, you know, since his 2008 plea deal. And they offered a bail package of his mansion in New York, you know, nearly $100 million worth of properties, and essentially said he'd be willing to go under house arrest in New York, and basically whatever it takes, you know, he'll do it.
He's a billionaire, so he clearly has the ability to get away if he needs to. And that was the concern that the government brought up during those hearings.
Judge Richard Berman, who was presiding over the hearing, took the unusual step of asking if there were any victims in court who wanted to speak.
I was able to get up and say, please do not give this man a bond. With me like standing up to him, I just wanted him to know, like, I don't care. I don't care how much money you have. You know, I'm not a young girl anymore. I'm 31 and I'm gonna fight back. And it's not okay to sexually abuse anybody.
The entire time that Courtney was addressing Jeffrey Epstein, he stared straight ahead. I don't think that he could face her. Watching Courtney speak, she had the power over him. You know, she took back from him what he had taken from her all of those years ago. It was the most incredible thing I have ever seen anybody do.
My name is Courtney Wild, and I was sexually abused by Jeffrey Epstein as a child. As long as the victims speak up, he isn't going to get away this time.
Such powerful testimony from the victims, I think, really influenced the judge's decision to deny bail and to ensure that Jeffrey Epstein was not free to get away and escape.
Brad looked at me the day that Jeffrey Epstein's bond was denied and said, we got him. Like, he is going to jail, and it's real this time.
I started thinking that this might actually freaking happen, and we might actually have our day in court, and he's gonna freaking fry.
You know, I was sad. I was upset. And then it changed from like empathy to just anger, because I'm like, this guy has never been held accountable for anything he's done.